Hello friends, Ace Botany, next episode. So now we are proceeding with the NCERT quick reference because detail not already published in YouTube. So this is for quick reference. Sexual reproduction flowering plants, it is going on parallelly now from first year. Respiration plants, initial aspect from NCERT. For convenience, I will share the screen at the same time to save time. I already wrote some statement because this is NCERT quick reference, so time will be very, very important. With minimum time, maximum efficiency. So I will share the screen so it will be convenient for you. I think a screen came, so we can proceed. Remember, all references made on based on NCERT March 2024 reprinted edition. So we can start. So respiration, why? What is importance? What is the evolutionary aspects? And do plant breathe? This is how NCERT asked us. Breathe, I think it is E added. Breathe. Now, starting with the most fundamental character of life, it is metabolism. So what is meant by metabolism? Metabolism means it is the totality of anabolism and catabolism. It is metabolism. Remember, this is the basis of life or for life, metabolism. And it consists of two parts, that is anabolism and catabolism. That is why metabolism is often called amphibolism. Anabolism is constructive procedure, while catabolism is destructive or breakdown. Destructive procedure. Now, metabolism, it is connected with the energy, no doubt, because energy is the basis and how energy obtained. There we are gradually entering into the idea called respiration, breathing. For that, first we have to identify what is meant by the term breathing. Breathing means the oxygen which is taken in and carbon dioxide is given out. That is breathing. And what is meant by respiration? That itself is a theory entrance question direct from NCERT, where NCERT says it is the breaking of the carbon-carbon bonds of complex compounds through oxidation, say oxidation within the cell, resulting release of energy in ATP form. Now, substances which undergo respiration is called respiratory substrate. RQ, etc. we'll be discussing last. So respiratory substance. And basically 3 substances are there undergo normal respiration. Most common is carbohydrate. Most common. So here I will write respiratory substrate means substances which undergo respiration. And we can find under these 3 substances, carbohydrate, fat, protein. And details we'll be discussing in coming episodes. Now, what is meant by photosynthesis? So this one over, I think. Photosynthesis, that is, provide raw material for oxidation of food. Raw material for oxidation of food. And sites, photosynthesis takes place in chloroplast, respiration takes place in cytoplasm and mitochondria, eukaryote, prokaryote. Now, energy currency, that is ATP. ATP has got its own advantage that already published in YouTube. Other aspect we'll be discussing later. Now, equation for respiration, just like photosynthesis, this is a famous equation. Theory question, entrance question. I think first page is clear. Now we can proceed to second page. So when we come to second page, the question comes, do plants breathe? Why specific respiratory organs absent in plants? And followed by evolutionary aspects of glycolysis. NCERT clearly says, yes, plants require oxygen for respiration and will give out carbon dioxide. Only stomata and lenticel can do some gaseous exchange, specifically in plants. No other specialized organs like lungs, etc. No other specialized organ, lungs, etc. absent. Why? Why it is absent? For that, it is a theory entrance question, 5-6 points. Each area in plants, each area will take care of their own needs for gaseous exchange. 1. Gaseous transport between plant parts are very less. 3. In plant, great demand for gaseous exchange is not imminent. And for photosynthesis itself release oxygen. And 5th one, cells are closely packed and located close to the surface. So possible they can directly contact atmosphere or outside. Heartwood is dead. Heartwood is centrally located, large bulk of the huge trees. It is dead. So energy requirement will be less. I think this aspect is clear. Now we can proceed to next page. aerobic or anaerobic. Last aspect, during the process of respiration, oxygen is utilized normally, and we can find carbon dioxide and water energy are released. The combustion reaction requires oxygen, no doubt, oxygen. And there are cells which live in areas where oxygen may or may not available. And there are evidences that first cells of this planet was living in an atmosphere where oxygen is not available. Even at present, some organisms adapted for anaerobic condition. But even then, all living organisms in this world retain the enzymatic machinery for partial oxidation, say partial oxidation of glucose without utilizing oxygen. The breakdown of glucose to pyruvic acid, that is common to all living organisms. It is supposed to be what is called glycolysis. There lies the evolutionary aspect of glycolysis, historical importance of glycolysis, and how it survived in anaerobic condition. So next aspect, we'll be discussing glycolysis. So for time being, we can wind up this. If you like this episode, subscribe ACE Botany. Like it, share it, comment on it. And remember, it's quick reference. For time being, we can wind up. Take care. Bye. Thank you.